Right, morning girls. Obviously this morning we'd hoped to welcome you for your Year 10 taste today, but the show must go on. So hopefully today you're going to be taking part in our taster lessons online. I'm really hoping that will give you a flavour, a sense of what A-level lessons are like. And because we're not here today, you've not sadly got an opportunity to go into Sixth Form House. So with that in mind, I thought we'd do a little virtual tour of Sixth Form House, just to give you an idea of what it looks like. I know that many of you will have gone in before to kind of meet with Big Sister or catch up with a friend, but it's just to give you a little idea of what it's like in Sixth Form House. And then obviously, when this new school year begins, we definitely want to get you over for coffee and for you to meet the Sixth Form girls and just get a sense of what it's like in our lovely Sixth Form house. So, without further ado, we're going to go and have a little look around Sixth Form house. Right, come on in, girls. So I'm going to sort of take you around Sixth Form house. There's going to be some random things occasionally, but it's just to give you an idea of what it's like here at Sixth Form house. So this is obviously the reception. This is where you'll be walking in every morning when hopefully you start with us in Sixth Form. But just a few random things to point out, because it'll give you an idea of what we do here at Sixth Form House. So this is obviously a notice board, but it's here that the PE department will put up information about fixtures. It's here that our societies will put up their posters. And just on that, Monday afternoon in Sixth Form, we have for Year 12 and Year 13 PE. So period 8, 9 and 10 is your opportunity to have a PE lesson once a week. And that's great because we've got girls that are able to go to the gym, yoga, netball, pretty much everything you want to be able to do, apart from falconry and jousting, we can pretty much cover for. So that's one of the great things about Sixth Form, that you're still able to do that. And lots of our girls, of course, are part of the school sports team, sports ambassadors and all the rest of it. But I mentioned societies as well. Every Wednesday morning, period 2, we have something called societies in Sixth Form. So for example, at the moment, we've got a medics society. So those girls interested in going on to become doctors, nurses, dentists, etc, etc, etc. They have a chance to talk and kind of meet together to talk about all of those kinds of things. There's a politics society with me where we meet up, talk about politics. There's an Oxbridge society. And if I'm perfectly honest with you, if you want to set up a society, if you've got a really keen interest in something, then you can go set that society up, okay? So that's just a little aside, but gives you some sense of what we do here in Sixth Form House. Normally, there would be a signing in book here, and that's a little bit random as well, but just to kind of give you a sense of, the Sixth Form day. When you obviously have a lesson, you're in that lesson, of course you are. You've got what we call private study hours, and we'll go upstairs later to talk about the private study rooms. But you also, of course, have your lunch hour, and you do have those occasional frees where you're able to duck out of Sixth Form House. So you have that freedom, you've got that autonomy, you've got that space. You're not under house arrest when you're here in Sixth Form House, and you're able basically to decide and shape your week to a relative extent, and you're able to obviously go out at lunch, enjoy the common, Castle Road and all the rest of it, but you do have that independence that comes with post-16 education. So we're going to go through to the common room and the kitchen, and I'll give you a little look around there and you'll get a sense of what this lovely space is like. This is a kitchen. This is our very swanky, very lovely Sixth Form kitchen. When you come for a cup of coffee or a cup of tea in October, September time, you're going to have a chance to have a good nosy around this lovely kitchen. But this is the girls' own private space. So lunchtime, break time after school, girls will be making themselves lunch, making themselves coffee, tea, toast. There's often the smell of burning toast everywhere you go in Sixth Form House sometimes. But it is a beautiful space for you to make use of, and as I said, girls make really, really good use of it. So that's one of the great things about our Sixth Form House here at Portsmouth. This is our common room. So the common room is pretty much the whole of the bottom floor of Sixth Form House. And again, just like the kitchen, it's your space, it's where you'll have your downtime. So hopefully when you come and have a little nosy round in new school year, you'll have a chance to have a good old look. But it's, again, a really, really lovely space. It's your space, it's a chance, break time, lunchtime after school for girls to catch up, just relax, down tools and all the rest of it. And, again, it's one of the really, really lovely things that we've got and are lucky to have over here in Sixth Form House. Right, so here we are on the stairs. How amazing is that? But as we sort of make our way upstairs, there's a few photos that I'll just talk a little bit about, because they kind of tell us a little bit about life here in Sixth Form House. The first one I want to talk about is Sixth Form Charity Week, and you will know about Sixth Form Charity Week because you've hopefully taken part and been there on the night. But that again is one of the amazing things that you're able to do in Sixth Form. It's a great week. It brings the Sixth Form really together as a community. And I think, you know, in years to come, when you reflect back on your time in Sixth Form, this is one of the really sort of standout special moments of Sixth Form. And yeah, it's such an exciting week for the girls, and they love it. So we're going to go upstairs and have a little nosy around the top part of Sixth Form House. Again, a bit randomly, but this is my office, Mr. Smith's office, and hopefully when you start in Sixth Form House, you know, it will be, without sounding uber cheesy, an office that you know you can knock the door of and come in and all the rest of it. But one of the really, really special things about Portsmouth High Sixth Form is that you do have that really kind of close relationship with your tutor, with your head of year, your deputy head of six, Mr. Maud. You know, the door is always essentially open, and you know, every day I'm chatting to girls about all kinds of things, UCAS applications, just catching up about life and helping them out and getting them, you know, across bad times and all the rest of it. But a really, really important part of Sixth Form House is that you are an individual, and as cheesy as that may well sound, it really matters to us. It's not like you rock up and you're just this person in a building that kind of occasionally gets nodded at by a member of staff. It is that really close relationship that we have with all of the girls. I know you really well by the end of the 2 years, your tutor knows you really well, and I think that's a really, really important thing for you to have in those 2 A-level years. So, this is my office. This is one of 3 Sixth Form study spaces. As I mentioned earlier, in your timetable you've got this magical thing called a study period. So, you know, if this was period 4 right now, you'd have girls at the computers doing homework, doing research, all of that kind of stuff. And, you know, you've got this opportunity to use this study space in your private study hours after school. Some girls come in early, before school. And as I've sort of suggested, it is your own personal space. Okay, so not hugely exciting, but exciting for me at least. New lockers, and really, why am I mentioning them? I'm mentioning them because, again, it's, you know, your little thing. It's, you know, you're not having to traipse halfway across the school. Sixth Form House is your little fiefdom, your little kingdom, as it were. And, you know, you are very, very much distinct and apart from the school, but still in the school, which is why it's such a wonderful and beautiful hybrid that we have here, that you are in your own little space, but you're still part of that Portsmouth High community. Okay, so that's me done. I hope it's given you some sense of what Sixth Form House is like. I really, really hope that in September, October, and I'm sure that we will be able to get you over here to meet Sixth Form tutor team, to meet some of the girls, and for you just to get a really good sense of what it's like here over in Sixth Form House. Don't forget that in the first time we'll also have the Sixth Form Open Evening, and that'll be a chance for you to talk to all of the A-level teachers about the A-level courses. Mrs Davis will be there, who's a really fantastic asset that we have in the Sixth Form, to talk about uni and about, you know, post-18 choices. So, you know, that conversation, all of that thinking about where next in my education is going to be there in that first term. So I really, really hope that you enjoy the taste today. Really make a good use of those lessons, really get engaged and be a part of them. And really from now up until September, I'm only at the end of an email. If there's any questions about A-levels, Sixth Form, any random question, it's not random, I will happily come back to you. So, have a lovely day, girls, and I will see some of you in a history lesson. Ta-ra.